I will tell you, the anticipation is mounting. Tonight it's on the moment we've been waiting for, our 20th birthday celebration. I'm R-Dub, and this is the official Backstage broadcast. We're backstage at Valley View Casino Center. This hour brought to you by Bud Light, famous among friends. We have a lot of friends backstage, including the undisputed king of freestyle, Mr. Stevie B! My man, welcome.
Good to be back.
We are so happy you're here. And we've done shows before, and they've all been fantastic. This is the big one. This is our 20th birthday party. And we had a meeting, a year ago to plan this. And we said, let's invite some of our radio station's closest friends and some of the music that has impacted Magic 92.5 and San Diego the most. Top of the list right here, Stevie B. So welcome back to San Diego.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the radio station inviting me. Be a part of this great occasion. This station definitely impacted my career in a big way.
I want to talk about the hustle before you blew up. So obviously the freestyle scene exploded in the 80s. But I was doing a little research, and we go back, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, correct? Yes. You had some interesting jobs before singing. Is it true you worked in a car wash?
Yeah, I mean, the car wash was my first kind of like junior high school, being able to work legally job. Being the right age, and they used to have this program where you can get credit if you had a job for one of your school credits. So I took a job at the car wash, and it worked out well.
Did you ever mess anyone's car up? Do you ever scratch?
No,
or
I didn't do that.
You sure you're good?
They had the machines do all that stuff,
Did you do fast food too?
I did the fast food thing.
So advice for anyone on the grind right now that maybe they have a dream to sing or act or run a company, and they're having to wake up at 4 a.m. to do the morning shift at McDonald's. What's your advice to them?
Well, I did that out of college, and I said I wanted to learn about the restaurant business, so I became a manager for Wendy's.
Wow, okay.
So that helped me, and I eventually opened up a restaurant.
Wow.
So that's where you go. You go and learn from the big corporate people. You learn how they operate and administer, and I learned all of their tricks of the trade, and I opened up my own place.
We're hanging backstage with Stevie B. If you want to ask a question for Stevie B, we're on Facebook Live now as well, too. So jump on Facebook.com/Magic925. Okay, so we know that you're the king of freestyle here in the U.S. I don't know if everyone knows this, but in Brazil, you were Elvis in Brazil. I mean, dude, in Brazil, this guy's famous in the U.S., but in Brazil, a god. Did you get famous in Brazil at the same time, or was it later during your career? How did the Brazil explosion happen?
It took me years. I didn't get to Brazil until 1993.
Really?
Yeah, so they were calling me, but I just couldn't break away, just like Top of the Pops was over in Europe. I just could not find the time to get away, and then finally got a break in the end of 92, and then they were asking me to come, and I finally got over there April of 1993. And lo and behold, they had been waiting.
Wow.
And it was immense.
So it was like all over again, just the explosion and
it was more than I could hope for.
Yeah.
And the relationship has lasted now for 24, 25 years now.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, we just checked. We were just up at the box office. There's still some good seats left. Not a lot, but there's some good seats left. The box office is now open. Okay, so head on down. Doors open at 6:30. The show at 7:30. We're going to say goodbye for now. Take a quick break. We'll come back with more artists backstage. We'll continue this on Facebook Live. And our first Facebook Live question before we say goodbye on the radio, Letty from National City says, Stevie B, I'm a huge fan. I want to know, what are you afraid of? Do you have any phobias? This is from Letty in National City. Do you have a phobia?
Yeah, being fucking broke.
Okay. That's the phobia. So that's
a big phobia.
That's what keeps you hustling every day.
Well, let me tell you, that's my biggest fear.
We'll continue this on Facebook Live for now. Signing off on the radio, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stevie B. Yes! Oh, man. All right, couple more questions coming in. We're on Facebook Live, facebook.com/Magic925. Patricia says, what kind of car do you drive, Stevie B?
That's funny you just say that. My wife just got the 2017 Mercedes S550 for her.
Sweet.
But for me, I got the Honda Pilot.
Okay, nice. There you go.
The Honda Pilot for me to run around town in. But she gets the big dog.
There it is.
Yeah, she deserves it.
All right. Rodney ask, has any dudes ever gotten jealous because their girl was infatuated with you? And have any of those guys ever tried to pick a fight with you?
Not really. Most of the guys kind of push their girls over to take pictures, stuff like that. Most of the guys are really big fans. If they're here with their girls, a lot of times they're bigger fans than the girls. One thing about this music, it attracts the men and the women, and nobody has that pride.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves it. And the guys push me to the girls, and the girls push me to the guys that take pictures and
so
stuff.
it's all love.
It's all love.
It's all love. Two very distinct styles of music, freestyle on one end, and then on the other end, the slow jam. So Love Me for Life, and Because I Love You. Do you prefer one genre over another, or do you like both equally?
I think it's the balance. You know, with the fast songs, we get to work in the clubs, that kind of thing, that attracts that kind of stuff, skating rinks. And then on the ballads, we get to do, you know, festivals and the love ballad stuff that you guys do, the love shows.
Sure.
So that puts me in a kind of like another area where I could work. And both sides have really worked out well.
Okay. Debbie in North Park says, what was the one song as a kid that really motivated you and moved you and inspired you as a child?
Well, not just one song. I mean, I grew up with a variety of music that was influencing me. All the soul music from James Brown to the Temptations to Lionel Richie, the Jacksons. Everything that came up in the 60s and the 70s influenced me. It made an impact on how I made music also, because I always tried to do music that I loved.
Sure.
And normally if I loved it, the fans loved it.
Okay. Favorite artist in the whole wide world, if you could meet them right now, living or passed on. Favorite artist in the entire world.
I don't have one artist that I could say I love like that. I mean, you could check my iPhone. I have from Barbra Streisand to Bach, Beethoven. I listen to everything. Depends on my mood.
Okay.
Music is moody.
Sure.
And it depends on what I smoke, you know, for the evening.
Okay.
It'll influence my mood too.
All right, you in a good mood for tonight? We're going to pump up the jam tonight?
I'm in an excellent mood.
Awesome. How do you? My last question is, and people ask me this all the time, and I always brag about this on the radio, is your dance moves, man. I mean, you still got the moves. Is it gym? Is it diet? Is it mental? Is it? I mean, I get tired walking up the stairs, and you've been doing this for decades now. You can still jump on stage and dance like you're a teenager.
They'll tell that to my kids. They say I look ridiculous doing it now at my age.
Not at all, man. Amazing. You look amazing.
Well, tell your kids that.
Amazing. Okay.
You know, they're not used to seeing me dance.
Papa
like
looks
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
No, I guess it's always been a part of a Stevie B show to get those routines and to have a little fun and get the people excited. I still can hang out there a little bit. I get a little winded, but I'll be okay.
What was Miami like in the? Miami is one of my favorite towns ever. What was Miami like in the 80s? I mean, we're talking the explosion of freestyle music, but also the Miami Vice era, et cetera. Any crazy stories about Miami?
No, it was just fun and festive. You know, what was great about that era was it was really receptive because of Gloria Estefan, and all of the Latin influenced music was really catching on. Yeah. So our music just fell right into that stream. The Latinos were really starting to come up. The musical style was starting to come up, and anybody that could fuse that music, which freestyle did,
sure,
were probably going to be destined to have some type of success. We never thought it would be 30 years later,
right?
That Miami really catapulted us. Bill Tanner over at Empower 96.
Of course.
And those people, you know Bill.
Yeah, of course.
And he is the one who really transformed my life.
Okay.
You know.
Shout out to Tony the Tiger and
yes.
The whole crew.
DJ Lass.
Oh, man,
yeah.
wow. That's it. Well, we're hanging out with Stevie B. We're backstage. Shout out to Bud Light, Famous Among Friends. Facebook Live, if you have some questions you want to shout at Stevie B. The show is tonight. There are still tickets left. If you pick one Magic 92.5 show to go to, we do so many. We've done the Freestyle Explosion. We've done Summer Jam. We do the Love Jam. We do Magic Under the Stars. So we do so many shows. But if you had to pick one or one show not to miss, this is the one you cannot miss. Come on down. We just opened up 3 more sections up top. This show's going to sell out, but we just opened up 3 more sections. So we will get you in. But try to come early. Gates or doors open at 6:30, and the show starts exactly at 7:30. Be in your seats so you don't miss a beat. Here's Stevie B's final message to your fans in San Diego, and shout out to Tijuana and everyone across the border. What would you like to tell them?
Well, first of all, thank you. It's been 30 years now, and thank you for all your support. Thank you for, first of all, congratulations to the radio station, who really inspired me to continue to work. A lot of times when the industry didn't, you guys were picking up on Love Me for Life and all those songs. I don't know, I think you know that San Diego actually was one of the first 3 stations to start playing Love Me for Life. Yeah. So this station and the city means a lot to me. For all the fans, thank you so much. And hopefully we can do it another 30 years.
All right, signing off backstage. It's R-Dub along with Stevie B. We're backstage at Valley View Casino Center. We'll see you tonight for the Magic 92.5 20th birthday bash. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stevie B.